Welcome to Good Morning Gwinnett with your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, where we keep you informed, inspired, and ahead of the curve. Tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Audrey dives into the latest strategies and tools to help you leverage AI to grow your local business. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a tech enthusiast, or just curious about the future of business, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to innovate, elevate, and dominate in Gwinnett County and beyond.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land, all of my friends around the world. Excuse me. It's a chilly day here in Georgia. 38 degrees going up to a high of 50. We got a snowstorm on the weekend. Do you hear me? We had some snow, and the snow is still on the ground. That's the crazy part. Like, we're in Georgia. We got real snow. My uncle, who is 71 years old, he says, I have never seen it snow this much in Georgia. And we were born here. And so now I was raised in Jersey. I was born in Georgia, but I was raised in Jersey. So we saw plenty of snow, but we saw about 2 or 3 inches of snow. People was making snowman. They was out there snow sledding. They was having a good old time snow tubing. I was like, look at Georgia looking like Jersey right for a minute. And then yesterday it started to all melt away. It was so funny because I went out Saturday. The roads were clear. That would never happen in Jersey. Like, even when they did the roads, by the time they scraped the roads, the water turned into ice and it was right back the same way it was. But here, the roads were clear. I got to go outside. What was interesting, though, when I did go outside, I saw what people did not heed the warning like they don't do most of the time. And they drove anyway and slid off the road. So you see all of the inside of the snow on the grass. You can see all of the tire tracks where people have slid off the road. And I said, you know what? I hope everybody was okay because I saw a lot of those. Like, they said, stay off the road. They say, go home, get in your house. People just won't listen. I don't understand. But anyway, I had a wonderful weekend. It was a great weekend. I stayed in and worked most of the weekend, but it was nice. And I'm feeling something in my spirit these days. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's something happening in my spirit. And it's a good thing. I feel like I'm in the middle of a shift. That's what it feels like. I'm in the middle of a shift, and I can't really put my finger on what it is. I feel like it's going to be great. I just can't put my finger on it, and I almost can, like, I can feel it. Like, I almost feel like I could taste it and touch it. It's crazy. I can't explain it, y'all, but something is happening. Speaking of something happening, oh my goodness. So, today's show is about thriving without DEI. That's what the show is about. It's about thriving without DEI. And I can only speak from the African American perspective because I'm a Black woman. There are other races of people and people out there who have their own issues and crosses to carry. I can only speak from my perspective as an African American woman born and raised in the United States of America. And I remember when they were talking about affirmative action. I remember and DEI kind of came about during the whole George Floyd incident. I think that's when DEI I mean, it may have been out for a long time. I don't remember hearing about it until George Floyd. And so over the weekend, I think it was Friday, Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, decided he was going to do like the rest of the wussies and cancel DEI and all the programs that will help minorities in his company, right? And it ticked me off, and I'm not a big fan of Facebook anyway. Like, I feel like Facebook started out wrong. It started out as a platform where you go in there and judge folks right from the gate. Think about that. He was in college. He started this platform. Well, he stole it from somebody where you go on there and you look at people's pictures and you judge them. That started out pretty bad. So I've never been a big fan of Facebook. I have pages on Facebook, but it's pretty much for business purposes, and I don't spend no time. People ask me about social media all the time. You know what I spend most of my time on social media? Honestly, on TikTok laughing. When I'm on social media, 9 times out of 10, I'm on TikTok laughing because TikTok is hilarious. So and that's when I'm like late at night on Friday nights, my husband falls asleep. I'm listening to music because they got the DJs playing. So that's the social media platform that I spend most of my time on. And it's a bunch of them. I'm on all of them: Lemonade, Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram. I have accounts on all of these platforms, but I will tell you this. Moving forward, I'm going to spend way more time on fan base. I'm gonna tell you that. And I haven't spent a lot of time on Fanspace. I haven't spent a lot of time on, I think it's called Boom now. But Fanbase is a social media platform that was started by Isaac Hayes Jr. His father was the Isaac Hayes. And I haven't spent, but I'm not a social media person. I spend time on TikTok because I like to laugh. However, moving forward, my businesses, the stuff that I push to social media as far as business wise, yeah, I'm gonna still push it out to all these platforms. But when it comes to spending my time, I'm gonna spend it on fan base and seeing what I can do to be a part of that community that wants me. Let me say that again. Seeing what I can do to be a part of that community that actually wants me. So the show today is Thriving Without DEI. I know that there are a lot of people who came up during that whole DEI era. And what's crazy about that, right? What's crazy about Disney and whoever else can, I think Walmart can. I'm not a fan of Walmart either. Um, Whoever else canceled their DEI program, and I think it was Walmart. I think Walmart was one of the first people. I was like, why would you, like, if you know that you have people, and here's a problem, here's the issue. You hire people that are in upper management, right? When it's time to come to hire people for these jobs, your upper management people don't look like us or anybody, whether you're gay, straight, whatever, black, Hispanic, Latina, whatever. They don't look like us. So they don't hire us. So you had to put these special parameters in place because you got a bunch of races at the top who could care less about anybody else but themselves and what they're trying to accomplish. So you put them at the top, and when it's time comes to give out government contracts, partnerships, collaborations, jobs, they hire what they see. When they look in the mirror, they don't. When they look in the mirror, they don't see me. They don't see some other folks. So they hire who they see, and that leaves out a whole group of other people. But my thing has always been this, and I kind of feel like I'm leaning more towards an independent when I think about this, right? Because I'm from the school of go make shit happen for yourself. That's the school I'm from, right? Go out there. We are living in a day and age where you can go out there and make stuff happen, right? We're waiting for them to give us this and put this in place. They're not going to do it, and they put it in place. And as soon as this man get elected, they take it all away, which says to me, this is what they care about us, nothing, right? But we are, and I can only speak from the black perspective because I'm a black woman. Our culture, our people spend the most money in this country than anybody else. $1.7 trillion we spend. If we roll back the dollar bills and put it in fan base, put it in black owned companies, shit would change. And yeah, I'm talking straight up trash this morning because I'm so disgusted when I think about the companies that we go out there and we spend all our time on, we do all these things, and then they take and kick us in the back. They kick our backs in. They dump on us like trash. Because that's how they feel about us. And they'll say, oh, he was on there whining like a little bee, talking about the media is spinning. No, nigga, the media ain't spinning nothing. That's what you did. That's what you said. You said that the media is spinning to be the wrong way. No, you took it away. It was put in place to support African American and other people and genders and races and however you identify. It was put in place for those reasons. It would never have to been put in place if you thought about us from the beginning. But when you created these platforms, when you create these businesses, we're not even in a thought process. I saw somebody I looked at something yesterday and they did a study, right? And I forgot what it was, but they were saying and so there was a black person going around with a white person doing some kind of study, knocking on people's doors, right? They didn't knock on one black door. And they was like, I realized they didn't, because they don't care about what we think, because they know whatever they do, we're gonna jump on board and take off. I look at fan base, right? And I have an account on fan base, and I'm guilty. I'm gonna raise my hand because I'm guilty. He has put everything into fan base that you need to be successful as a business. I'm trying to figure out why hasn't the migration of African Americans gone to that platform? They're still stuck on Instagram, making Mark Zuckerberg richer, and he just dumping on us. They still stuck on Facebook, spending time and hours. I don't spend hours on Instagram. I don't spend no time on Instagram. I don't spend hardly any time on Facebook. I just don't. They've never been my platforms because I'm not a real social media person. The most time I spend is on TikTok because it makes me laugh. But when you think about where we are, and I'm pretty much sick and tired of just being thrown to the side, like I'm just, And I know it doesn't just affect his decision to end the DEI program. Does not just affect African American business owners and businesses and people who are trying to get a job. It affects a lot of different people. I can only speak from the black perspective. I'm sick and tired of people just dumping on us, people trying to say that we're the cause of all these problems. We're not. I don't understand how people can be so effing rich and they still don't want to help folks. Because to me, when you're that person, you're just an evil, disgusting person at the heart of who you are. Because you remove parameters from things that's going to help people. And maybe I'm on my soapbox this morning and I'm going to stand on it. But if you're that rich, think about this for a second, and I think I might have mentioned this. Elon Musk, they keep saying he's the richest man in the world, worth 200. Not now, I think he's worth 400 billion because when he started, it was like 237 or something. Then when Trump won the election, he went all the way up to like almost 400 billion. I think like, it's a ridiculous amount of money. There are 8 billion people on this planet. 8 billion. Right? He give each person on this planet $1 billion and still be the richest man in the world because there's only 8 billion folks on the planet. Right? But instead of him doing that, they're trying to take from people. Take Social Security, take food stamps. You're trying to take from people. These people are so rich. And to me, when you're that person, when you're that rich, and all you're doing is trying to destroy people and take from people, you are an evil, disgusting person. That's how I feel about you. Because you could do things to make our world better, but instead of doing that, you want to make it worse. So for all of the ones who roll back DEI, we know how you feel about us. Now, here's the thing, black folk. I can only talk to the black folk because I'm a black woman. You need to start rolling back your dollar bill. That's what you need to do. Because I said we spend 1.7 trillion. I don't spend money at Walmart. I don't go to Walmart. I don't like Walmart. I don't go. People go there and they be like, gotta go to Walmart. I ain't going to Walmart for nothing. I'm not doing it. I'll spend my money with Jeff Bezos first. Did he roll back his DEI? Maybe. But guess what? I ain't going to Walmart. You know why? Because there's a person at that door that says, welcome to Walmart. And my thought is, you probably don't give a F about that person at the door. And it looks like me. I'm just saying. I'm in a mood this morning, not a bad mood, because my message today is how do we thrive without DEI? That's my message. But I had to get that off my chest first. And here's my thing. I'm a big proponent of entrepreneurship. My husband came home yesterday. He worked because he was off for the snow on Fridays and Saturdays. Now let me just say this. Entrepreneurship is tough. I'm not gonna even. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the lily livered coward. It's not for y'all. Because if that's who you are, you're gonna fail. It's not for people who don't like to stand up for themselves and talk for themselves. Because if that's who you are, you're gonna fail. I have not been able to stand 27 years in this game and not get my back kicked in, my head smacked around, my face bumped against the wall, dirt in my mouth. I haven't been able to do it for 27 years. All of those things happen. But when I tell you I won't change anything, I won't change anything. Why? Because it has given me the freedom to live the life that I want. So my husband came home yesterday. He was off Friday and Saturday, which he normally is supposed to work Monday through Friday. But 9 times out of 10, he's working Monday through Saturday, Monday through Sunday. He just works straight through for this company, right? So he comes home and he says, I just realized I've never gotten employee of the month. And he's like, they didn't give me employee of the month. I said, well, you've gotten it before, haven't you? She's like, I've never gotten it. And I said, now, my husband will give them people all the blood in his soul at that job. And it doesn't matter what I say. I say to him, listen, you are the smartest person I know in pharmaceutical manufacturing, the absolute smartest. Sit down with me. Let's create something in that space. You are the mother effing goat in that space. You can't, there's nothing about a tablet press. There's nothing about a V blender. There's nothing about a coding machine. There's nothing about measurements that he can't tell you in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Nothing. He's been in the industry since he was 18 years old, 40 years, one industry. And I said to him, and he was like disappointed. He's like, I'm not going to work tomorrow. I'm not going for the rest of this week. It's not like I'm gonna get overtime. And he has all of these days. You know why? Because he won't take a vacation. Right? But again, here's a company that probably doesn't care. They do some things that I think are pretty cool. They try to show they care in other ways, but he was feeling some kind of way because he gives them blood. He squeezes all the blood out of his body and gives to that company. And I just sit back and watch him because what am I going to say? My thing is go do something for yourself. That's always my thing. Yes, it's hard. Start on the side. Do it as a side hustle, but do something because they don't care about us and we can thrive without DEI. Listen, entrepreneurs don't get DEI. It's the jobs. We may have got some government contracts, but I bet you can count on two hands how many of those were, right? Really. I mean, some kind of, I don't even know, like, because I don't think about DEI, but I'm thinking about the people who says, oh, without DEI, I'm not going to have a job. Listen, you are an expert in whatever it is you do. Start something. Create your own paycheck. People want that steady paycheck. It ain't steady. I ain't gonna lie. Entrepreneurship is not steady until you turn it into a business. But you can't be afraid to do that, or else you're gonna be bended to the whims of these people who don't want you. When to me that says I don't want you. That's what that says. I know they would say that's not what it means. It says because if it did not mean that, you would already have had people in place in those positions where you didn't need DEI. So that says to me, you put it in place and then you roll it back because of Project 2025 and Trump and whatever he's trying to do and Elon, whatever he's trying to. Now, what's funny about that, right? What's funny about that, Mark Zuckerberg rolled back DEI, but Elon said he's about to bring up a whole bunch of Indians from India. And I don't have nothing against anybody on the HB1 visa because they're smarter than us. You hear what I'm listen, go do your history. Go find out what African Americans created in this country. We built this mother effing country. And y'all sitting around talking about, oh, we don't have DEI. Build something. Build another stoplight. Shit. We built this country. Go look at your history and be proud of that and take right on the backs of those people who stood before you. We built stuff in this country. Go build something. Stop being so effing lazy and scary. Because that's the problem. I talk to people all the time. I don't want to do that because, it's too much work. Yes, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. But listen, our ancestors created stuff. Our ancestors built. We got cotton. We got the cotton gin. How you think you got on panties today? Because the cotton gin was invented so we can get the seed. I didn't know cotton had seasons. I was like 7, 8 years old. And I remember my mother telling me these stories, hilarious, because she's like, I wasn't doing that. My mother said every, I guess, day, they would come around and pick them up on the pickup truck to go to the cotton fields. And she said her and I don't know, was it my Uncle Bill or I think it was my Uncle Bill and my Uncle Butch. So it'd be my mom. I want to say it was my Uncle Bill because he was right. Well, she was between my Uncle Bill and my Uncle Butch. It was one of my uncles. My two oldest uncle, my Uncle Tommy, my Uncle Bubba, right? My mother, Uncle Tommy, Uncle Bubba, and I want to say it was Bill. They would go to the cotton fields. And she said she would put on her lipstick to go to the cotton fields. And she said she didn't, her and my Uncle Bubba and Uncle Tommy, always been the same way. They picked the most cotton out of everybody. But she and one of my uncles, and I want to say it was my Uncle Bill, together they didn't make enough money. I think she said they made like 13 cents for being out in the sun. But I said that to say, they did that so we can put this cotton through the cotton gin so we can have underwears and t-shirts and blankets and things like that. Somebody created that. Go do your history. I didn't know cotton had a seed in it until I was 8 years old. My grandmother passed away, and we went out to our family cemetery and family church that we own. And I was walking, and I was like, "Is that cotton?" And I remember going getting some cotton, and I was like, "It has a seed in it." And I took the cotton home and I put it in a picture frame because I have never seen cotton before, like real cotton, like you can touch it, like pull it off a tree, off of a plant. But anyway, I digress. Our ancestors created cotton gin so they can remove the seeds from the cotton. Go do your homework. Start something. You can start small. I dream big every day. I get on here and I talk to y'all every day. I pivot every day. I make adjustments all the time. Because why? I started small. I'm still small, but my dream is huge. Turn your passions into something that's profitable. You can thrive without DEI. Most entrepreneurs, especially African American ones that's thriving, no DEI was involved. Know what was involved? Rolling up our sleeves, hard work and grit. We didn't sit back and say, "Oh God, they may not hire me." I heard somebody say they put out 1,500 resumes. 1,500. I was like, 1,500? 1,500 resumes. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. They done removed DEI and they replaced it with AI. So they're not creating special positions just for you, and then AI is gonna read your resume and kick it out anyway. Come on, y'all. You setting yourself up for failure. If you think DEI is gonna save you, it's not, because they're taking it away. Shout out to the companies that's keeping it, but a lot of them are taking it away. And a lot of them may not even announce it publicly because they don't want the backlash that Mark is getting and Walmart has gotten and Disney. They don't want that backlash. They're just telling the upper management, yeah, we're not going to put this out publicly. You think they're not? They're not going to do it publicly because they don't want the backlash. You got him on there whining like a little wussy, talking about it's the media. No, it's you. You the one canceled it. You the one decided to do away with it. It's you. It ain't the media. It's you. Because if you didn't do it, the media wouldn't have anything to speak about. I'm just saying. Stop trying to blame folks, wussy. Anyway, the way to do this, y'all, how to thrive without DEI. And I know I'm just on a rant today and I'm about to shut it down. Start something. Start anything. There has never been a better time than right now to start something. Start something. Start it. Dream big. Start something. Collaborate and network with folks. Find you some collaborative partners. I know it's hard for us to work together. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Stop saying it. I ain't going to stop saying it. Because if we work together, fan base would not be still trying to raise $17 million when we got billionaires that are black. I don't care what y'all say. He should not still be trying to raise $17 million when we got black billionaires who probably got a Facebook account. So don't tell me about it. Don't say that. I'm tired of people saying that we don't work together. That's what's the problem. Stop trying to brush shit up under the rug. We don't work together. We don't trust each other. We need to change. They don't care about us. They keep telling us that. It's like insanity. You keep doing the same thing over, expecting a different outcome. They don't give about us. So get it for yourself. I'm going to a song because I'm just annoyed today. I know I got to change my energy because I got a lot of work to do. Hold on. I'll be right back after this song.
I've walked through the fire. I've danced in the rain, carrying the weight of the world, but I'm breaking the chain. They tried to hold me down, tried to dim my light, but I'm a phoenix rising, and I'm ready to fight. Oh, the winds may howl and the storm may rage, but my spirit's free. You can't lock this cage. With every step, I'm claiming my throne. A queen in the making, I stand alone. Rise up strong, hear the battle cry. Let the drums of power echo through the sky. Lift your head, let your voice be heard. We're warriors, we'll conquer the world. Oh, rise up strong. Oh, we belong. Oh, hear our song. Together we'll rise. Rise up strong. I see my sisters marching, hand in hand, building bridges together. United we stand. We've got fire in our hearts, the truth on our side, unstoppable forces. We've got nothing to hide. No chains too strong, no walls too high. We've got wings of courage and we're ready to fly. Feel the beat of our hearts, let the rhythm ignite. We're an army of love in the darkest night. Rise up strong, hear the battle cry. Let the drums of power echo through the sky. Lift your head, let your voice be heard. We're warriors, we'll conquer the world. Every scar's a story, every tear's a flame. We've turned our trials into triumphs, no shame. We're the daughters of the dream, the breakers of chains. Through the struggle and the pain, only glory remains.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Rise up strong. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's time to rise up. Stop playing around. Stop waiting on folks. Stop whining. Get ready. Let's go. Let's go do this. All right, you're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett show. Today is Thriving Without DEI. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. But you gotta wanna do it. If you're going out there, I gotta go find a job. Go find you one. But when you get to the pearly gates of the job and they shut the door in your face, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be mad because they didn't hire you? Yeah, you are. But they're not gonna hire you. They just removed the parameters that say, you know what? Yeah, we ain't hiring them no more. We ain't got to. I don't have a guilty conscience about it. Them folks don't care. Let me tell y'all something. And this goes out to not just African American people, but people that live in a rural fucking country, right? You live in a country, you think they care about you? You out there in the backwoods with Betty, they don't care about you. They care about the bottom line. Because if they cared about you, they would have been trying to strip you from everything that makes your life a little bit easier. They don't care about you either because you ain't rich. I said this in the beginning. You ain't a part of the 1%. You ain't a part of the 5%. You ain't even part of the 10%, the 15%. If you are nowhere in the percentages up there, they don't give about you. They don't care. They care about the bottom line. Why would somebody who can give everybody in the world $1 billion want to go and strip away things and fire people who've been in positions for years because they feel like we need to save the budget? Give them some money. You give everybody some money, and then you do what you want to do. Because then we all sitting pretty. But no, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to put things in place that's going to help people. You want to take it away. So they're evil and disgusting to me. And I don't care what anybody says. You can say what you want to say. Oh, the media is portraying me. Nah, that's who you are. They ain't portraying you. You showed us who you are. Now we believe you. All right. How can we thrive without DEI? Support each other. I just said fan bases over there, they got everything built in for you to make a living right on the platform, but nobody wants to go to use it, including me. I'm not a big social media person. I'm talking about the ones that spend hours on TikTok and hours on Instagram and hours on Facebook and sitting up on Twitter looking at that stupid stuff they put over there. Listen, go where they want you. If they don't want you, stop trying to make yourself fit into I saw this guy during a campaign, black guy. I just wanted to punch him in his throat. I saw the guy, right? And he was up there with his MAGA hat on, talking, oh, we MAGA. I said, look at him, just a dumb something or another, right? And then once the president-elect won, he tried to go somewhere where they were, and they did not want him. He was black and he was gay. They didn't want him. They told him, you're not one of us. Like, oh, his feelings were hurt. So then he goes on CNN and talk about his feelings. Nigga, let me tell you something. You were never one of them. Did you look in the mirror, dum-dum? He was never one of them, right? But then he want to feel bad. And then after he does that, he goes to New York to that rally, and he felt more inclusive. Stop trying to fit in where you don't fit. They don't want you. Put that through your thick head. And I know I'm talking to the wind right now. Because people listening like, well, you're never going to get it. They're not going to get it. I'm talking to the ones that are listening, and you really want to change. You really want to figure out how to make this thing happen because they don't care about you. You got to start and support each other. We have to start supporting each other. We have to be intentional about how we spend our money and where we spend our money. We just got to start. When we start doing that, stuff is going to change. You'll see a shift. There's a shift coming. When I tell you right now, the feeling in my legs right now is like somebody touching me because there is something going to happen. And you have to figure out what side of that something you're going to be on when it happens. Start embracing technology. Start looking at opportunities. Start putting your game plan in place and execute. Stop waiting around for anybody, anything. You can do it. Look at our history. We've done stuff. We made nothing out of something. We made something out of nothing. Think about that. The best foods in the world. In the United States, soul food came from the soul. People love it. We made something out of nothing because they gave us nothing and we turn it into something. That's what we do. We have forgotten who we are. Say that part again. We have forgotten who we are. Stop. All right. Embrace technology. The tools are free. The tools are cheap. Spend some time off of Instagram and Facebook and learn how to use the tools. They're free. Create something for yourself. They're not coming to save you, my friend. They don't about you. They're not coming to save you. They're not coming to save your family. They're not coming to save your children's education. And oh my God, they're definitely not trying to save your history. They're trying to destroy everything. And learn about money. We did our Meals Over Money last week. And I said to the presenter, I said, I know a little bit about money, but I need to know more. I need to understand more about investing and what that really means. Financial education is the leverage, the tools is the leverage and the guts and the strength and the listen, you can get it. You can get it, but you got to go get it. You got to start. You got to learn how to be financially savvy. Understand what that means, right? Do you need some investment accounts? Yes. Even if you start with $25, you need an investment account. I'm going to start a new podcast, and probably when I come back from Podfest, I'm going to start a new podcast. And this podcast is going to be more about financial education. That's what in business and financial education. Why? Because it's so needed. It's needed more now than ever. But here's the thing. You have the opportunity to get it more now than ever, but you got to go get it. You got to go get it. Right? So financial education is important. Understand the power of a budget, investing, access and funding for your business growth. I'm guilty about that. Like, I have always spent all of my own personal money to my own detriment trying to run my business. And it's not a good thing to do because there's funding out there. We just need to know how to go get it. That's going to be a part of the podcast. Technology, that's a part of the podcast, and we got to start working together. We have got to start working together. We got to build partnerships. I know we don't trust nobody. People, you know how many knives I got stuck in my back from people doing me dirty? Shit that I would never do. People have done to me. But I'm still open to collaborating. If I have done anything dirty to anybody in business, please let me know. Because maybe I didn't know. I haven't done anything. Listen, there's a man right now who's going to go into the White House in a few days, like 7 days, right? He ain't never did nothing wrong. He been caught red-handed. He said, I ain't do it. I've never done things to stab people in their backs, but I got knife cuts all over my back, all over, where people have stabbed me, where they try to go behind my back, they try to do dirty shit. I'm still open to collaborating. You know why? Because in order for me to grow and build, I have to be in a position where I need to partner with folks. But I've learned how to partner with people. I've learned how. That's the difference. I'm not afraid to partner because I've learned how to partner. I've learned that things must be in writing. I've learned that everybody must know their role. And I've learned that you must put ironclad things in place to make sure that you protect yourself and your interests in whatever it is you're doing. So I know I'm talking a lot of madness this morning, but it's not madness. It's for you to wake up. You got to wake up. Because they're not coming to save us. They don't care about you. All they care about is your eyeball sitting on their platform so they can sell more advertising to the people that spend money so you can spend another $1.7 trillion in 2025. Don't do it. Not this year. Because here's what happened. If you roll back the purse strings, right? If you roll back the purse string, they'll see, wait a minute, what's going on here? The black folks didn't spend as much money this year. They only spent, $700 million. They didn't spend 1.7 trillion. They will pay attention. But that's okay. Spend it in our own neighborhoods. Spend it where people want us. That's what you do. All right, I'm going to my last song. Then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration for today. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Oh, bold steps forward. Feel the beat. Oh, unstoppable. Can't be beat. Clap, clap, clap. Let's move. Lights flash, the world's my stage. Breaking free, I'm turning the page. Head held high, got fire in my soul. Every step I take, I'm reaching my goal. No hesitation, no looking back. I'm on the move, I'm on the track. Feel the rhythm, it's calling my name. Bold steps forward, I'm changing the game. Bold steps forward, let your body groove. Feel the power, let your spirit move. We're dancing through the fire, we're claiming the night. Bold steps forward, we're shining bright. Oh, bold and free, bold and free. Oh, this is me. Oh, can't you see? Can't you see? We're unstoppable, this is destiny. Destiny. Mirror, mirror, what do I see? A fighter, a dreamer, the best of me. Feet on the ground, but I'm aiming high. I've got the stars in my sights tonight. Turn it up, let the bass line hit. Feel the power, we're lit, we're legit. Together we rise, we're breaking the mold. Bold steps forward, fierce and bold. Bold steps forward, let your body groove. Body groove. Feel the power, let your spirit move. We're dancing through the fire, we're claiming the night. Bold steps forward, we're shining bright. Raise your hands, feel the beat take flight. We're warriors of rhythm, igniting the night. Every step's a victory, every move's a roar. We're unstoppable, hear us roar. Move your feet, feel alive. Dance like this is your time to thrive. Step to the left, now step to the right. Spin around, let's own the night. Bold steps forward, let your body groove. Feel the power, let your spirit move. We're dancing through the fire, we're claiming the night. Bold steps forward, we're shining bright. Oh, bold and free. Bold and free. Oh, this is me. This is me. Oh, can't you see? Can't you see? Can't you see? We're unstoppable, this is destiny. Destiny. Dance through the fire, bold steps we take. With every move, a new path we make. The rhythm's our guide, the future's our song. Bold steps forward, where we belong.
Welcome back, welcome back. Listen, I gotta go. But before I go, I'm just gonna end it real easily. Take some bold steps. Listen, they're not coming to save us. They don't care about us. You know, shout out to the ones that do feel like they need to help us out or whatever, lend us a hand, put a program in place. Shout out to y'all. But for those who don't, F them. Go do your own thing. Put your big girl underwear on and your big boy underwear on and go out there and do your own thing. Stop whining about everything. They're not coming to save you. They're not coming to save you. Save yourself. Save yourself. That's all I got for you today. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 38 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. I know this show was a little bit raw, but I felt like it needed to be raw because every day there's a door slammed in our face, and we stand there with our nose bent into the door, figuring out, oh my God, they don't care. Now they don't care. You need to understand they're not coming to save you. Look at our history. Save yourself. Our history says it all. Save yourself. That's all I got. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next month, if you missed the episode of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Till next time, my friends. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Gwinnett, where we bring AI innovation to the heart of your local business. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to support the show for only $5.99 a month. Just click the support link in the show notes. Your contribution helps keep this show running and your business growing. Missed an episode or want to catch up on local news? Visit us anytime at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Until next time, stay innovative on your grind.